Hey guys, Beast from Beast Toys here coming at you. Going to do an opening of a Imperial Death Squad Trooper. Sorry, no, don't want to put the squad in there. That makes them sound like the Death Star Trooper. Death Trooper. This guy's from Rogue One and also appears in Mandalorian. He is number 25. This wave was around this wave was you had a lot of Rogue Rogue One figures in this time period. You had him, Krennic, and Shore Trooper were right there in this around this number. So was Chirrut and Baze. Jin and Cassian Andor all like 22 and 23. So, you know, the 20s were mostly dead. The 20 line was mostly dedicated to Rogue One figures. So this guy was released in 2016. I had to double check there. I was thinking it was 16 or 17. So good looking figure though. I've got several of him open, so I'm only doing this for the benefit of you guys out there that want to watch this, or want to see a Death Trooper opening and look him over. Here's the side view, and I'll give you the back view if you want to pause the video for just a minute. And if you want to read his bio, you can go ahead and do that. And you know, of course, once again, the front view with a little bit of the artwork. Okay, so we are getting this guy. Just did a hover tank pilot one just a minute ago, and I'm doing him now. Those two figures are both coming in the archive wave 2 of this year. So you'll be seeing those in the next, it's February, mid to late February. So you'll be seeing those in a couple of months coming. Like I said, I already have several open, but I'm doing this for you guys out there. So hopefully this helps you if you're on the fence or looking to pick one up. Maybe this will help you decide if you want to or not. These are neat troopers. I like them. Of course, the mold's a little different than a Stormtrooper or Shadow Trooper. They're close. The legs, I feel like, are longer on this guy. Elbow's been great. Chicken wing ability, as I say sometimes. His arms, the shoulder pieces always catch, so you can't really get those arms up too high. About even though that's actually pretty good. Some figures can't get their arms cannot even get much up. You know, can't get that high up. So that's not bad actually. Like I said, I have some of these open. I got a couple of the Mando credit ones open already. I opened 2 of those. I don't think I've got any others. Here it comes with the hand blaster. That thing's gonna go on this. Well, it looks like a holster to me. That's where it's going. I treat it as a holster, even though I'm not 100% sure that's what it is. It gives me a place to put it without losing it, though, right? So, all right, legs. His knees been great at the joints. Like I said, I feel like the Death Trooper's a little bit longer of a figure than a Stormtrooper. You know what? We can put that theory to test. I got one up here that I opened yesterday. I did not do a video, but I did open him up. Sorry, I'm out of the picture for just a second. Here we go. Stormtroopers are one of my favorites, as I always say, next to Biker Scout. So let's look at him. Yeah, see, I was looking at it. The legs are a little thinner, and he's a little taller figure, actually. So if you measure these out, these guys are a little bit bigger. If I stood them up, I'm trying to stand them as what appears to me as close as I can. And this guy is almost a ½ inch taller. So yeah, body frame of these guys, I guess. The general idea with the Imperials are, you know, these Death Troopers are probably in better physical shape than a regular Stormtrooper, obviously. Again, I love Stormtroopers, though. So, this guy's pretty cool, though. And like I said, feature-wise, you can't really twist his legs inside and out too much. I got a little bit, not much play. They're a little tight. Knees are great. I know this sounds silly, but probably the best bendable knees on a figure that I've found in the Black Series so far. So that's good. I guess when I get my archive collection version, I guess I'll open one. I say that because I hate to open one. I actually have another one of these close by that I'm debating on open. I think I put it up there. I really hate to open anymore. I've just got so many, but um, and not saying it's a bad thing. I like troopers. I'll say it all the time. If you watch my videos or over time, if you subscribe and watch more of them, you'll see I say that a lot in a lot of my videos. I like trying to troop build. I'm not made of money, so it's not easy. You know, it's difficult when you've got a family and kids and animals. You can only spend so much. So I try to sell a lot to cover some of my cost as best I can. I've sold off a lot of the stuff that I had as a kid that I really liked and cared about. But one thing I'll tell you as a collector, if you're in your 20s or maybe early 30s, I'm 43 going on 44, and I've had toys, pretty much my whole life. But I will say this, that your taste can change, and it's not a bad thing. You may decide that one day you wake up and you find a line into something new that you want to collect. 6-7 years ago, I did comics for 3 or 4 years. And I look back on that and I'm like, man, that was a mistake. I do have some cool comics that I like and probably won't get rid of, but I have slowly started to sell a lot of the stuff that I purchased off there. And I did get a handful of comics that the value, I got one He-Man comic, the value was up to like 600. I think I sold it for 5 something. And I got lucky. I paid $30 on eBay for it, brand new, got it, set on it, and all of a sudden one day out of the blue, I started noticing the price was unbelievable. I'm like, wow. So it happens. I never even pulled the comic out, never read it, didn't look at it, nothing. At $30, when I was buying, the only comics I would consider looking at were comics I paid $3 for, $3 or $4 full price for, variants and stuff like that. If they came in a sleeve, they stayed in a sleeve and went in a box. So a lot of what I have left are in sleeve. Almost everything I have is in a sleeve, unless it's the ones I got when I was a kid. I got a handful of Joe comics in a little drawer over here that I got when I was a kid, and they're flipped through, and you can tell a couple of covers are gone, but it's okay. I was being a kid. You're gonna play with this stuff. As an adult, when you collect it, you take better care of it, and you figure that out. But anyway. So this guy's made really well. Like I said, bendability on him is good. Elbow's been great. Knee's been great. He's a little taller than most of your figures, as shown with the Stormtrooper. He's got a little piece there. I think that's a holster. You can use it as such. I don't know what that little tie down's for, but again, it fits good. The scope hangs off of it where you can attach it and put that on his side. So then you have this blaster rifle he has. Which is a different variant than most of the other troopers. They don't carry these. I don't know what the exact name is. I'd have to look that up. But again, got a little visor piece up here. When you look close, these are similar. I guess you'd call this a cross between a Phase 2 and a Stormtrooper look, helmet-wise. And like I said, these are probably being pretty important to the Imperials. I wish you'd have saw these later on in the movies. You only see those in Rogue One, and then they did manage to put them in Rebels, which that's so cool. And I forgot to tag him in Rebels when I said that. Excuse me. I forgot to tag him and say he was in Rebels when I said his appearances of this trooper. So Rogue One, Rebels, and Mandalorian. Which that kind of brings me back to what I was saying, though. So you see him in Rogue One and Rebels, which all happened prior to Episode 4, leading into Episode 4, but you never saw him in 4, 5, and 6. Never saw him in Episode 4, 5, or 6 in the movies, but you see him again in Mando later on. So interesting. Jon Favreau's done a great job incorporating figures, troops, however you want to say it, into the shows. It's great. You get more Star Wars characters get more exposure. Him and Dave Filoni have done a wonderful job carrying on what George Lucas started, obviously. So kudos to them. And then it gives Hasbro a chance to bring us new figures. And like I said, this guy's 2016 release. But we're getting a 2021 archive release in the next month or two. So you can be looking for him if you want an army build. I know places like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, Dorkside, I still believe have these all up for pre-order. I don't know if Hasbro still does. I pre-ordered mine right away. I believe all mine came from Hasbro. One swoop order on those. Actually, two. I think I don't remember. I think I had to get two orders only because I wanted more sand troopers or sand people. But you can get this guy coming up again. Great figure. I have several open already. At some point when I finally clear a little bit of this off that you can't see over here, I'm gonna do some work on it here shortly, and when I clear some of that off and get where I'm working on building. I've got a shelving unit. When I get it, I'm gonna make some kind of diorama and probably Rogue One. On the last note, I will say I did read. I believe Yak Face reported this within the last week or so. I saw that they're re-releasing majority of or a few of your main Rogue One characters, Jin, Andor, K2. I don't remember the other one. It may be Director Krennic, but the last one is the new one, and it's Bodhi. So I think we're finally going to get Bodhi Rook as a Black Series figure, which is great. I know there are a lot of people happy about that. Not sure why we're getting all the re-release. We could have just thrown Bodhi out there as you know, it's just a single figure out there. But I think they're trying to probably obviously tie in all your shows and movies that have their own artwork box line, so to speak, because that's what we've got in the last year. So we'll see. I'm going to assume that's why they probably are redoing updated photo reel and all that. Of course, as usual, I'll get at least one. Bodhi I'll get two for sure. I want to open a Bodhi up, add him to my Rogue One collection, but the rest of them, I could probably get one and be fine because I don't have to open those unless we see some great feature on them that looks better than the others. But anyway, so there's some information for you if you hadn't heard, and when you watch this and you see that, you can look that up. I know, like I said, Yak Face reported it listed off. It was 5 or 6, maybe 6 names, and I don't remember. They all started with an F, I believe, but they were all somehow related. And the report was that it's a bunch of new Rogue One character. Well, not new, a bunch of repack Rogue Ones with Bodhi added as a new one. But you know, I'll probably grab an extra K2 also as well. You can do some Imperial droid building with them. But at any rate, so here's our number 25 Death Trooper for you. Like I said, great figure. Still can kind of grab him out there for about $30 or so, 30 to 35 on eBay on the aftermarket. But you can get him for anywhere from $19.99 to $22.99, depending on which retailer you choose. I always say Big Bad. I'm plugging Big Bad because shipping's really cheap and they do a great job. But they ship good, packed well, and give you case fresh figures. So by all means, you don't have to take my advice, but you just that's a little, if you're especially if you're a box or carded collector and you don't want to open them, not an opener, go for it, and you're going to end up. That's probably about the best deal overall, anyway. So it may not appear up front, but in the long run, you're going to pay about the same, and the service is just as good, or bar none, the best to me. But anyway, you'll be able to get him at regular retail here in the next few months, or you can, like I said, you can pre-order him now. On a few different places, you'll be able to find him for pre-order. And my Walmart just got restocked on Wave 1 this week, because I did a video last night at Commander Cody, grabbed a couple of Commander Codys, canceled one pre-order that I hadn't been able to grab him yet, which I was glad they restocked. They had actually had four runs of each figure, so which was a surprise. I think they only got one the first time around. They may have got 2, I don't know, but they were missing one figure. So I was only able to get 3 out of the 4 originally. But anyway, so look for this guy in the archive. You should be able to get him. They should be plentiful out there. I know I bought a couple of these, I think, at Five Below. Truthfully, I did. I actually, there were several of these at Five Below. So guys got the army building. There were other figures at Five Below as well. But I did manage to get a handful here and there. But this guy, I probably wasn't on the box, but probably got him from Five Below. But there he is. One last good look at him. Guys, if you want, hit that like and subscribe button. You want to watch more videos of openings of G.I. Joe, Black Series, and possibly Transformers on occasion. And He-Man. Maybe some He-Man coming up in the near future with the new release. But hit that like and subscribe button. Catch my videos anytime, guys. I'm Bees from Bees Toys. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you.